Okay, in this tutorial, we are going to create the bullet, which is going to come out wherever the mouse is. So we've already coded the gun to follow where the mouse is, and as the player walks around, you can see the, if I zoom in there a little bit, the actual gun itself is following the mouse cursor. So what we're going to do is when the bullet is fired, it's going to go in wherever the direction of the actual mouse is. Okay, so to do this, what we are going to do is, first of all, create a sprite for our bullet, which we've already done here. And this is off one of the tutorials of Cyrus Folding. It's effectively a single dual frame, sorry. So you've got one there, which is a circle, and then you've got the bullet. So it gives the illusion of a some sort of like explosion, and then the bullet fires out here. So you've got two frames. Now in this, what we are going to need to do is make an object called OBullet, and we're going to start off by using a create event. So I'm just going to go to add event and then create. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add a few different code blocks here. So we're going to look down for something called set point direction. Now it's this option here, and you can see it's got set point direction here, and it's got a 0 for the X and a 0 for Y. So we want to actually follow the mouse X, so the X position of the mouse, and we want the mouse underscore Y, which is the Y position of the mouse. So that basically finds them wherever the X and Y are of the mouse when it's within the room. The next thing we need to do is we need to get a var, a variable block, and we're going to use a built-in function, built-in variable called direction. And what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a random underscore range, and then I'm going to say between -4 and 4. So what that does is it gives a little bit of variance when the bullet's actually made and comes out. If you fire a load, they're not all going to come out in the same way. They'll scatter a little bit. We're then going to set the speed of the bullet. So if I just go back down now to the movement, we're going to set speed. And that's already set the direction because we've used the direction up here. And we're going to set a very high speed there of 10. And then what we want to do is rotate the bullet around to make sure it's in the right way. So we're going to set the instance rotation, which is here. And we're going to use, again, the variable direction. Now, if I just show you what this actually does, I'm going to go into the room here and I'm just going to dump this on here, just one single. So you can see now it's going around, but I don't know if you noticed then with the screen recording, it's actually switching between the circular state and the bullet. So what we need to do on that is use an event called animation end. Now it's in the other, and what we look for here is animation end. And what effectively we need to do is basically say, right, when the animation's ended, we need to fix the frame. Now there's a number of different ways you can do this. What we're going to do is we're going to say set the sprite to wherever the bullet is. Let me have a look. I've put in player. No, have I? No, I've put in gun, bullet. And we're going to set it to frame 1. So what that does is effectively it stops the animation from playing. As I said, there's a number of different ways you can do this. This is just one example. You can actually set the image index to 1 if you want. And if this doesn't work, we will probably go and do that. Okay, so the next thing we need to do now is create an instance of the bullet. So when we are firing the thing from the player, so we are going to use an event. So we're going to go to add event, and then instead of key down, which is down here, we're going to actually just key press, and I'm going to use the space there. So we're doing this now in the player, and what we then look at doing is adding this create instance in, and we've got to tell it down what we're going to create an instance of. So we're going to create the instance of the bullet, and it needs to be relative to the player. So we're going to make sure this is relative, and it's going to be on the instances layer. Sometimes you get an error with this. Just make sure you have got an instances layer on the room, and that should work. So if we just play this now very quickly, every time now I press the space key, if I go around, you can see it's firing out there. There is a slight downside to this, as you can probably see. And the downside at the moment is it wasn't following the mouse. Now, there is a reason. I've forgotten to tick one little thing here. So we need to make sure that is relative but there. And if we now play it again, what you're seeing now is it's actually firing and going down. Now, the other downside with this at the moment is it is going through the walls. So let's just go and stop that now very quickly. So what we can do is if we go to the O bullet object and we say if there's a collision with the object O wall, what we're going to do is just destroy the instance. And what that's going to do effectively is just then stop it from actually doing anything. As you can see, as soon as it hits the wall, it stops. Now, if you wanted to, you can put an effect with this. So if we do effect here, you could literally do a little explosion if you want, or a little ring, or some smoke as an example. If you make it relative to wherever that is, we can then have a little look and see what that does. So it's going to be some sort of white smoke there. You can see as this happens what it's doing. It's actually quite nice. It's a good effect to use. If you wanted to make it a little bit bigger, you can make it larger or medium, and you can also change the color as well. So if you wanted to go for like a grayish type smoke, depending on what background color you've used and so forth, you can then do something like that. But obviously that now looks probably a little bit too big, so I think I'm going to go back there to the small. So effectively that's how you would make an ammo or some sort of bullet follow the mouse.